is the Big Show. The Big Show.
Hello, Seawolves, and welcome to the fourth week of this semester. I'm Imra Ahmed, and this is the first broadcast of the Big Show. It's part of our class, Journey 390-02, in our broadcast journalism, and we've got students here from social work, marine, and atmospheric science, and a whole team from the School of Communication and Journalism. How are we feeling? Personally, I'm a little scared after this assassination attempt on a presidential candidate this past weekend. On lighter news, I'm also surprised to hear that Stony Brook's football team won 2 games in a row. It's unheard of. This may be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. In other news late last week, our Dean Laura Lindenfeld informed us that the School of Communication and Journalism lost a fellow student, Jeffrey Capola. Quote, Jeffrey was an important member of our school and university community, and his absence will be deeply felt. Quote, our thoughts and prayers go out to Jeffrey's families and friends. Those who are struggling with the sudden loss are encouraged to reach out to several support systems that Stony Brook offers. Now we turn to something hopefully brighter. On today's forecast, Adrian Esposito is outside to tell us the weather. Adrian?
It's a gorgeous day out there, Seawolves. 72 degrees now and 61 tonight, so you might need a jacket. Back to you in the studio, Imra.
Thank you, Adrian, for today's insightful weather forecast. The weather has been so nice lately, and I know it's hard to resist the temptation to stay outside and enjoy the little bit of summer while we still have it. On scarier news, with the spooky season approaching, we are now seeing the new COVID variant creep up on us. We've noticed in our broadcast class and others that infection by a new COVID germ has compelled students to miss class. Marissa Bisani, Associate Vice President for Health, Wellness, and Prevention Services, noted that students who attended a recent sorority event displayed respiratory symptoms. Some tested positive for COVID-19. And that's not all, Seawolves. Experts warn a new strain of flu may be circulating or preparing to spread. But the university seems to have a plan. VP Bisani told the Big Show that both flu and COVID-19 vaccines are now available on campus through a partnership with CVS. Students, faculty, and staff can schedule appointments in advance, though walk-ins are welcome. For more details on vaccine availability, dates, and locations, visit the Student Health Wellness Prevention Services website. Not only is COVID an ongoing issue on campus, but the protests on campus remain unresolved. Now we turn to Jason Kitograd to inform us on the protest that was held this past week on campus.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Today we're going to be protesting at the admin fountain because we're trying to make our presence known to a lot of the freshmen that are new to our campus, but also make our presence known to the new administration that might expect us to have changed tactics or shifted gears after the mass arrest last semester at the encampment.
In early May of 2024, SB for Palestine organized encampments on Stony Brook campus at the Stoller Center. Ignoring administration's request to leave after 24 hours, police were ordered to intervene.
But we're here to say that, we're standing strong, that the arrests, the suspensions, the probations, they don't scare us, and that we're going to keep fighting for what we think is right.
But there are many conflicting ideas of what is right in Israel, Gaza, and on campus.
That as a Jew, I'm not afraid to stand up for our homeland, that all their chanting and all their anti-Semitic talking points will not fear me. I'm a proud Jew, I'm here, and Israel has the right to defend itself against all its terrorist attacks. If they want peace right now, the Hamas leader's phone number is out on the internet. Call them and tell them to surrender right this moment, and the peace will be achieved. Right, as the First Amendment rights under the U.S. Constitution, I have the right to say what I say.
Thank you, Jason. That was very informative. In brighter news, we turn to Maya Duclay for this week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Imra. Today, as Adrian said, we'll be experiencing partly sunny skies with highs around 72 degrees and lows around 61, as you can see behind me, courtesy of our friends at EarthCam. Tuesday's looking about the same as today with partly sunny skies and a low of 63 degrees. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have 60% precipitation with temperatures around 75 degrees, with lows in the mid-60s. Just in time for this weekend, things start to look up. Saturday and Sunday, we're expecting partly sunny skies and highs around 70 degrees with lows in the mid-50s. That's it for this week's forecast. Perhaps to distract you from some of the storms we have later this week, let's turn it over to Manny's Minute for what's going on in the sports world. Manny?
Thanks, Maya, and welcome to Manny's Minute, our sports segment. It's a mixed bag this week. You don't often hear of the Stony Brook men's football squad winning 2 games in a row. What a surprise. At the Rose Hill campus, our Gridiron Greats beat the Fordham Rams 27-21 in an incredible victory. They hope they can keep the wave rolling for the next game. With the second week of professional football, our Jets and our Giants had an incredible game, but the Giants came short, losing to the Washington Commanders at home for the second time in a row this season, 18-21, from a last-second field goal, clinching the win for the Commanders. While the Jets beat the Titans away from home 24-17. Wow. Now we're going to go on to soccer, or what the rest of the world calls football. With the international break over, club soccer returned and is ready to rumble. The MLS is back in action with the highlight of the week, of course, Lionel Messi, coming back from an almost 3-month injury stemming from the Copa America final back in July. Lionel returned, scoring a brace within 4 minutes, helping Miami clinch a win against Philadelphia. Messi is marvelous, but those who aren't into real football might be enthralled with the Yankees, who look like they're cruising into the postseason. The Mets weren't too hot yesterday, losing against the Phillies 1-2, with Tyrone Taylor hitting the only run for the Mets. With a few games left in the season, the Mets hope to clinch a wild card spot. That's all for this week's segment of Manny's Minute.
Thanks, Manny. You know, you make sports sound kind of interesting, which is quite a trick. And that concludes the first edition of The Big Show for the fall 2024 semester. Tune in on Mondays every week to keep you updated on important Stony Brook news, brought to you by the School of Communication and Journalism. I'm Imra Ahmed.
This is The Big Show. The